let me turn down the vibes for a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Talk about these 49ers. They got beaten pretty badly this weekend by the Chiefs. Brandon Ayuk is out for the season with an ACL injury. We just found out that Debo was in the hospital with a life-threatening sickness. Is this the end? Is it done? Are we done?
I've been saying it, man. I've been saying this for. I said it last year at the Super Bowl. We better win this one. I told you and Leah. I said we better win this one, or this shit is gonna fall fast, and we're gonna be one of those teams that win 9, maybe 10 games, but more like 8 games. We can go 500. We can be a 500 team. Brock Purdy is showing you that he is a guy, not the guy. He's playing
a lot better this year.
Played horrible last game. He just to me he plays. He's a solid quarterback, but he's not going to elevate the guys. And I'm okay with you. I'm okay with you being a solid quarterback if you're not making the money he's about to make, because he's about to back the Brinks truck up, and they're going to have to pay him. And when he makes $40 to $50 million a year, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to start trading these assets to get younger, to get other guys on key contracts, because we're going to expect him to do this. This is the Daniel Jones situation with Saquon. They said we have to roll with Daniel, and Saquon was like, "Cool, I'll go get paid somewhere else."
Right.
You can't pay a guy $50 million to hand the ball off. I'm just saying you can't do that. So this season is over with. It was fun while it lasted. I have a friend. She lives in Vegas, and she says every time she watches the game, we lose. I said, "No, it ain't you. You just watch it every other game. That's how we're gonna win." I said, "Watch 2 weeks in a row. You'll get a win when you watch the game." So, yeah, it's over with, man. It was fun, though. It was fun. Thanks for 49ers. We'll keep rooting, and hopefully, we can make it respectable. But this shit is over with. That run's over.
Yeah, I'm hesitant to say it, but it's just the truth. I can't shy away from it. The run is over. And especially with Brock Purdy's contract in the wings, yeah, it's really over. I mean, a miracle could happen. We could get Debo back, and we could just go on the run. I'm not saying we don't have talent. We definitely have talent on our team. But there's just something about the cohesion around the team. I don't know if it was the Brandon Ayuk situation of him getting his contract late, or I don't know, or maybe they're just really not over the Super Bowl loss, because I have definitely seen that. People get drunk off the win and the loss and come back discouraged next year. This team just doesn't seem to have the same enthusiasm that it once did, and it shows. It shows in not just the losses, but the way we're losing games. Yeah, we got blown out by the Chiefs, but the other games that we played, we just made really costly mistakes and really pivotal moments that we typically just don't. And I can understand it happening once, but happening 3 times this early in the season, really tough to rebound from. So I'll say, void of a miracle, this is pretty much a wrap, and it was fun while it lasted. Maybe Brock Purdy does turn into a stud, and and we can make something happen in the future. I'm not saying I'm opposed to that. I saw your face. This is the reason why. Brock Purdy has absolutely taken a leap this year. Not like if you look at his stats, he's like second or third in passing yards. He's up there in touchdowns. Like, his efficiency has been good. I know he definitely stepped on shit this past weekend, but that was against probably the best defense in the league. Against most teams, Brock Purdy's been getting off. So I'm not saying that he can't continue to develop, because he's just how many years he been in? This is 3rd year?
4th, right?
4th? I mean, he's going to continue to get better. He's super young. So not saying it can't happen, but I just don't see it.
Yeah. Talk about your dissension amongst the team, and like I want to say, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Them being together and stuff like that.
Oh, cohesion?
Yeah, cohesion. Good. I was looking for that adjective. Could it be that a certain hue of players have to wait for their contracts while others don't? Could it be that I saw that documentary on Netflix where the guys were having birthday parties, and it seems like only a certain hue of players were invited to the party? I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Could it be that Barbosa makes certain comments that we know Barbosa's a great player, but we're not shocked that he's a racist because he's pretty much admits he's racist.
Right.
And that certain hero players actually rock with him. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Right.
It could have been a long time brewing where the bros are like, man, we'll fuck with them anyway.
Well, look. I would be a hypocrite if I said that wasn't going to play a factor. The same way that I've ostracized the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones about not paying his players because it could kill morale in the locker room, I feel the same way on this side. Brandon Ayuk missed a good, sizable amount of training camp. That was time that he could have been building that cohesion with his group and figuring certain things out and getting on an even better page with Brock Purdy. But unfortunately, that time was missed because the front office was playing fucking games. Same with the Cowboys. They do have a talented roster. I think people are starting to downplay that now because of the way that they're taking these losses. But if you take into account the CeeDee Lamb situation, you take into account the Dak Prescott situation, you take into account the fact that they didn't make any moves this offseason, that doesn't necessarily give people a positive approach when coming into training camp. And so I think we're starting to see that play out with them too. So yeah, that could have definitely been a factor.
Derrick Henry said he was waiting for the Dallas Cowboys call. That's where he was going. He was waiting for it never came. And now he's the leading rusher in the NFL in Baltimore.
Jerry Jones couldn't get his number.
Leave it to the Dallas Cowboys to fumble the ball again.
Maybe Jerry Jones couldn't get his number.
Yeah, I say no way to get in contact with him.
He's blocked.